Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Learning Go High Level with Jacob. I'm Jacob Shireman, and today we're doing another tutorial in High Level, and we're gonna be talking about the opportunity and pipelines. If you're not using this powerful tool, you are truly missing out because this is a great way to track leads and close more deals. And what I'm gonna do in this video is show you step by step how to set up opportunities and pipelines, how to track your leads inside of those pipelines so that way you can close more deals. So whether you're using this to get more high-level clients, or maybe you're gonna be using this to customize the high-level sub-account for your client, no matter who's using this, this is a great way to not only, like I said, track every lead, but turn those leads into paying customers. You're gonna know exactly how much money is in your pipeline for opportunities to close deals, so you always know where you're at in your business, and this is even gonna help with your report tracking. So if you wanna learn more, let's dive in. All right, everybody, like I said, welcome back to my channel, Learning Go High Level with Jacob. If you're new to my channel, this channel is everything about Go High Level. We're gonna learn how to master the platform and how to use this to make money as well, whether you're looking to do affiliates or any type of services related to High Level, or maybe you just wanna use this for your business. We're gonna go over all of those things on this channel. So if you wanna keep seeing more content like this, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I drop new content. And if you currently don't have High Level, you can actually get a 30-day free trial instead of a 14 that High Level offers with my affiliate link down below. So go claim that 30-day free trial. Plus you get exclusive benefits. You'll get invited into our free online community where we help each other master High Level. And on top of that, you'll actually get a free one-on-one coaching call with me to make sure you're on the right trajectory to grow your High Level business. So if that's in any interest of you, go click that link down below and sign up. Also, if you need help with High Level, you can also book me one-on-one as well. And all of my information's down below. So let's dive in. All right, so we're gonna be talking about, and I'm gonna show you everything you need to know on the screen here. This is a demo account that we have in High Level. I'm going to show you two different types. There's a real estate account and just more of a generic one that might be somebody like you or an agency or somebody that's reselling a product or service, to kind of give you an idea of what to do for the pipeline and opportunities. But the reason why this is important is because the moment you log in, you can see exactly where your business is or where your client's business is at. I hear a lot of clients go, I don't think this is working, I'm not getting leads, but I can go in here and see all the leads that they have, whether they've been contacted. Same thing for your sales agents. Have you contacted them? How many opportunities are available? So if we look here at the dashboard, we can see how many opportunity statuses we have. We have 5 current opportunities assigned to contacts, and then we see 5 open. You'll see other ones when I show you the other ones where if you have one that's open, 1 closed, abandoned, lost, when the other ones start getting marked with the other statuses, you'll see those as well. Opportunity value, we have a potential $2 million, and this is a real estate account. So they have potential $2 million in real estate to sell. Obviously their commission would be like a 2 to 3% commission. So it's not the revenue they're going to bring in, but you can adapt this for that industry. So this lets me know, hey, I got this opportunity, and then it'll show me what stages that opportunity is. What's my conversion rate? Well, I haven't won any deals yet. Nothing's, closed. So then the funnel, we can kind of see each stage of the pipeline, where they're at and what's the conversion to go to the next step. And then we can see out of all of the 5 opportunities we have, what is the division of stages? So how many of those leads? We have 2 as a new lead, 1 is an active lead, 1 had scheduled an appointment, and 1 is currently searching as a buyer client. We can see all the tasks available assigned to those leads. We can see where those leads came into. So this is why opportunities is so important, because most people that struggle in business is because they don't know where they're at in business, how much opportunity they have, who's in their CRM, who's a lost lead. So we just want to ensure that nobody gets lost through the cracks and that nobody is getting left behind. Okay, so we're going to go take a look at opportunities, and then I'll show you how to manage them. So right here would be your pipeline. So you can create as many pipelines as you want. Would you want more than one pipeline? Of course. You could have, in the real estate sense, you could have a buyer pipeline, a seller pipeline, a renter pipeline, and maybe you have different stages they're going to go through. You can separate them. I generally leave them together for buyer and sellers just because it's a very similar process. But you can also have a client onboarding pipeline. So if we're over here in our pipeline here, I might get them a sale one, but then I need to, move them to onboarding. We need to, create their sub account. We need to register their phone number. We need to do the A2P. We need to know the status of where they're at. Have they done their onboarding call? Have they set up their automations? Have they imported contacts? So you can have all those different stages that you want to take them through onboarding to keep onboarding streamlined and have that set up. And the reason why these are also important is depending when they get from stage to stage, we can have, hey, when a user enters, a booked call, right? I need an email reminder to go out. I need this to go out, that to go out. So when a sales call is booked or when a lead's engaged or they attended the call, then I want an email to automatically go out. So depending where they're at in the stage process, we can kick out workflows to make sure those leads are being updated and nurtured and they're getting everything they need automatically that can be generated through the system dynamically versus having to statically do things. So we need to create our pipelines. So to add pipelines, what we do is we come over here to pipelines. And so we can create a marketing pipeline. Let's say we're going to do an onboarding pipeline. We can come here, go to onboarding, pipeline, and then first stage is to schedule, or let's say onboarding call scheduled. So we can add that. Then we can go enter another stage. Phone number set up. And then we can maybe A2P submitted. And then, waiting on that. So you can go through and add your stages of your onboarding. Whether you are doing massage clients, real estate clients, you can easily have that onboarding. Have they filled out their documents? If they're coming in as a chiropractor, a lot of times they want you to fill out forms. Or you're coming into a medical spa, they want you to fill out new client forms. Well, you can put in waiting for new client forms submitted. You can literally know where they're at in the stage so we can see that activity. And then let's say you want to reorder this, you just simply click on the arrows and tell it where you want it to go. Okay. And then you want this visible in the funnel and charts so it's tracked on your dashboard. If you don't want that tracked on your dashboard, then you would uncheck those. And if we hit save, we can save that as well. I'm not going to save that. If you want to edit a current pipeline, you can come in here. So let's say I wanted to add this. There is something I wanted to add in this. So I'm going to do appointment attended. And then I want to add, and I spelled appointment wrong. Appointment attended, and then I want to do an appointment no-show. And the reason why I want to do this is because if they don't show up, then I want to fire out an automation, which I'll show you in the next video. I want to fire out an automation that can help them reschedule their appointment because life happens, right? And we don't want that to fall through the cracks, okay? And then once we have it the way we want, we're going to click save. And if we go view our pipeline again, we should see appointment attended, appointment no showed. So when somebody comes in, I can move them through the pipelines. Now that we have our pipelines here, this is one easy way to manage them. So when I have people on the phone, I usually have this on one screen. And when they attended, I immediately move them over. And then you can also create a trigger link, which we'll talk about, where the moment they click the Zoom link, it gets moved to attended. I don't particularly like that because I have a lot of people that click the link for some reason ahead of the appointment, so then it'll move that they already attended. So when they do that, if people don't show up, you can have it where if they don't click the link within 30 minutes of the appointment time, that they get moved to no show, and then we trigger that. Or I can, if I'm sitting there waiting for my time, looking at this, I can move it myself. But we can move people into that. So maybe the new lead, they didn't respond to any of the emails, but they called us directly, because in the automation, we can mark whether that lead, if they respond to any of those correspondence, like the email, the text message, whatever, if they respond, then it kicks them out of the workflow because we don't want to keep asking them the same questions. We want to get them active. So we have an active lead. We have the same thing for the real estate, or for the marketing pipeline. We call it lead engage. So If this person came in from lead engaged, then we move it there. And I'll kind of go over that pipeline in a second. But we have new lead that came in from all sources, and then they get put on a drip campaign. If you don't want leads to be put on a drip campaign, you can move them to active or create something that maybe sphere or prospect, so that way they don't get emailed. But this would nurture. The moment they're out of this stage, then they would stop that smart campaign if you create your automation that way. So let's say they booked an appointment. Maybe they called to book an appointment. They talked to your secretary or you can easily move them over to appointment booked as well. And I'll show you another way we can handle that. But you can move them throughout this pipeline. And then what we have here, as you see, is we have new lead, active lead, appointment booked, appointment attended, appointment no-show. Buyer client searching, under contract, closed, and left review, not interested. So there is another pipeline, and we'll do the whole adding pipeline thing again. Another one that I would add for real estate would be seller listed. And that way I know that they have signed their listing agreement and they want to list. So we have a place to put the seller as well. So feel free to move those around. If you want to see about them, you just click on their tile. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. So if you click on I meant to click on the tile. If you click on their name, it'll take you to their contact. But if you click on the tile, this pops up. And this is how I always leave this open on my screen when I'm talking to people, because I can quickly update what I need to in here. And they give you all this other stuff. So I can do, name, email address, phone number. I can change all that if I need to. Opportunity, I can move them along the pipeline. So I can move them to appointment booked, or now they're active because they called in. Their status, oh, I lost this client. They're no longer interested. Or maybe they don't like the sales pitch. We lost it. So we can kind of keep track of the stages as well, of the status, I mean. And then I can move along the stages, like I said. Opportunity value, I can adjust that. Maybe they said initially in the form they filled out, they were looking at 250, but I found out they've actually been approved for 350, willing to go up there. I can update that. I can assign it, the lead to, an agent, an owner of that. And then I can add people to follow that lead, like a secretary, to make sure things don't get left behind. And then I can put where the source came in, so from Facebook ads, search engine. So I can track, my opportunity sources, and I can add any tags. And I'll show you how to add one manually, but once the opportunity has been created, you can also, we'll just say update. You can also book an appointment right away, select the calendar, select the date, select the time slot, all of those things. It'll check with your calendar as well. You can also add tasks. So maybe they said, hey, can you follow up with me, tomorrow at 10:30. So I can come in here tomorrow at 10:30, right? Confirm, and I can sign this to whoever. You would just select the agent, sign it to yourself so you're notified, and then add the task as well. So we'll just say add task. And then note. So you'll enter any notes here. So if you're talking to them, you can type your notes just kind of like you normally would. You can also send payments to them. So if you're doing maybe setup fees or things like that, you can see all the transactions that they've paid, and you can also send an estimate or an invoice. Okay. You can also add an opportunity for a client. So let's say we're going to scroll through our list of clients. Let's grab Kenneth. And these are all fake leads, by the way. And I could throw him in a pipeline that I've already talked to him, maybe called in to get some information. So we skipped the whole consultation because we've already talked. Now he's searching. So he would be a status that we won him as a client. Opportunity, he's looking for a home that's $500,000, whatever. And then I can assign those things, create the opportunity, and then you see these things pop up on the side. Now I can do more additional things or just exit out of there. Let's go over here real quick and look at this pipeline. So this pipeline would be more of a generic one for most industries. So maybe a lead came in, they can come in two ways: as a new lead organically or Facebook ads or whatever, or they came in through high valued content. So maybe I had, in the real estate industry, it could be a buyer's guide, a seller's guide. Maybe if you're a chiropractor, 10 things that you can do exercise wise to stretch out your body and relieve back pain or something like that. Whatever it is, they downloaded a high value content, they intended a webinar, whatever it is, they come in that way. You can have this kick off a different smart campaign based on that. They just came in and registered. Maybe they filled out the contact form or something. They can come in as a new lead. And then once they start communicating and responding to things, they can be a lead engaged. And then maybe they booked a sales call, and then we got this sales call attended, sales call no-show, same thing. Maybe they gave you a verbal yes. So once they get a verbal yes, maybe we have the invoice automatically kick out to them, which we'll show you in the next video, automations. We'll have an invoice kick out to them. And then once they make the payment, it'll get updated. Maybe they're not interested and they just want us to follow up later. We can put them on a drip campaign to nurture them. And then if they're just flat out not interested, maybe we move them here, but instead of, not contacting them, we send out a newsletter. So when we have blog articles or videos go out, we're just nurturing them. We're not necessarily bothering them. We're providing something of value. So different pipelines. And you also, when you use the snapshots that GoHighLevel gives you, they create a lot of the pipelines for you. So just think about, I use ChatGPT a lot to talk about the different things that a business would do or my business would do and create a marketing or a pipeline feature for that specific industry. And 9 times out of 10, it gives me everything I need. Sometimes I eliminate one because I don't really need to track that. But remember, this is all about finding out the conversion, getting them from a client to lead, and then maybe onboarding them as a client as well. So get creative, but this will help you with your reporting and tracking. Another way to manage these leads is if you go to contacts and you just click on one of your contacts, you're going to see all the activity. We've kind of gone over how all this works, so go watch my contact overview, how to manage those. But right here, you can see the pipeline opportunity. You can click view opportunity, make any changes there, or you can scroll down here to opportunities. You can add an opportunity. You would come in, opportunity name, what pipeline, what stage you want them in, the status, the value, the owner, anybody that needs to follow it, any tags that you want to create, and then you can create the opportunity. You can edit their current opportunity here. Like I said, all those details, it's the same thing that was in the opportunity page to update all of those things, add appointments, tasks, notes, payments as well. So that's how you will manage the opportunities. Again, it's super important because this allows us to see the state of our business. And in the next video that I'm going to be doing on audit or opportunities and pipelines, we're going to talk about automations and how we can kick out workflows to keep everything moving. And the whole idea is to automate everything that can be done dynamically, that we don't have to customize. We'll let the system customize it so we can keep our business going and keep it as passive as possible and organized as possible to ensure that all of our leads and all of our clients are getting taken care of. All right, so I hope you found that information helpful. It's my goal in every video to give you something that you can grow your business with today. So if you have any questions about what I went over, drop those down in the comments below. If you have any suggestions on content that you would like to see, or maybe a feature of what I've already gone over and you want me to dive into it further or position it a different way, I'd love to help you and share my 17 years of marketing experience. So drop that down in the comments below as well. And if you'd like to get a free trial of GoHighLevel, there's an affiliate link down below so you can get an actual extra 16 days than what GoHighLevel normally offers with my affiliate link down below and get access to all of my amazing features. Also, we have a full service marketing company, so if you need any help with anything, feel free to schedule a consultation and we can see how we can help you. And again, if you want to keep seeing content like this, you already know what to do. Subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video.